What is going on, brothers and sisters? Eric Rosen here, your internal strength coach, here to show you how to overcome your greatest challenges so you can shine your brightest light. It is Saturday, November 24th, 2018. Thanksgiving's over. But, I'm going to actually rewind a little bit to something that happened on Thanksgiving where I went to the gym for the first time, where I actually planned to do like an hour long workout to take full advantage of the Thanksgiving Day food after the workout. And what I noticed was that these days since I felt like very full, very muscular. Point is that I felt exactly the same way that I did when I used to lift 4 or 5 days a week. So what that tells me is that, one, obviously the logistics of muscle memory, but two, that the thing that I left behind, like, it's still there. It's still there, and there's always a way back to it. Okay, this is my example of saying that I think it's time for us to go on a little quest, if you will, a little adventure. And the reason that it's okay to do is that there's always going to be a way to find yourself, to find a path to go back to your old life if you want to. And I'm speaking specifically about taking a quest in like a smaller sense. It doesn't necessarily have to be something huge like changing a job or a relationship or anything like that. It can just be simple things like how you spend your free time, just having the courage to get out from behind social media and actually going and talking face to face people more. Or if you have a lot of people depend on you, getting over any guilt you may be feeling that if you do something for yourself that people won't be able to count on you then. So it's just these little things. It's these little things that you can do to go out on this quest and make a change. And just, you know, knowing that, yeah, it's a little bit scary, but, having the courage to just go out and do it, it's not like you're going to fall off a cliff. I mean, that's the thing that, our minds go to. The fear is like going out of the comfort zone is that if we leave the village, we're going to like fall off of a cliff somewhere. And I mean, there's countless movies out there, that makes like for a good plot line where someone's like hanging around the house or the village, and then all of a sudden some random event happens, and then they end up going on this like crazy adventure, and it always like ends well for them, and but there's always like challenges along the way as well. But I mean, leave the village, it's like the village is still going to be there. So, whatever it is, just whatever it is that you've been thinking about or that you need to be doing, just go ahead and, take that leap, take that action to have that courage. I mean, that's what keeps coming up for me lately. I asked myself the question the other day, you know, am I in alignment? Am I walking the path that I'm meant to walk? And what came up for me during that self-inquiry was that there's still some like self-worth blocks. Okay, I have some self-worth stuff. And so I said, okay, well, what do I do, to get past that stuff? And it said massive action. So massive action meaning courage in the face of fear to do something that I know that I really want to do, but I keep putting it off. It's like whatever that thing is that that will light you up, but you keep putting it off. That's where you need to have the courage to do something. So think about where that is in your life. You know, like I said, this doesn't have to be anything major, but get out of the comfort zone. I know I've talked about this before, but I guess it needs to be said again. Especially around this time of the year, maybe is a good time to mention it again because, you know, it's almost like we get into this phase of like, oh, the holidays are about to roll around, and everybody's already thinking forward to Christmas and holidays and things like that. And I think it's important, not to just fall into some like winter hibernation, falling into that comfort zone. So that's what I got for you guys. Think about where that is. Adventure time. Take care.